Hello there, welcome to the channel, Living Life on Less. My name is Liz, my husband's name is David, and we discuss all things money saving, frugal living, loving life on that bit less. As we all know, prices are rising in the shops and food prices particularly don't seem to be dropping down in price. Everything else seems to have settled down a little bit apart from the food inflation. So we're looking at ways of making our food cheaper, tastier, but without cutting back on the vitamins, minerals, and health components. You can get that when you're buying cheaper food, you can generally tend to lose some of your health benefits. Well, today we are making something really tasty, really unusual, and really good for you. These are garden fritters. Vitamin packed, mineral packed, really tasty, unusual, rare, excellent savoury snack, and also the main ingredient is absolutely free.
The dandelion is a native weed of the UK and Europe. It also grows quite prolifically in the USA and Australasia. So it's a weed that's around for many people and it's one that's really underrated. Not only is this really pretty plant very popular with the pollinators such as the bees and the butterflies and little beetles, the roots, the leaves, the buds and the flowers can all be eaten. The greens have a slight rocket taste or arugula flavour and can be used in stir fries, salads, soups or stews. And the yellow flowers can be used in wine, dandelion honey, salads. Today we're going to have them as vitamin packed fritters. Dandelions are packed full of vitamins A, B, C and D and also loaded with minerals, iron, potassium and zinc. If you are collecting them, ensure you collect them from a safe place, somewhere you are sure weed killer hasn't been put down. Just pull the heads or the leaves, and then I leave them on a tray outside in the garden for 60 minutes, just so any little beetles or animals can crawl out and fly away or walk away. This generally tends to happen as soon as you pick the plant. The animals tend to move away. They seem to know it's been picked. So give them half an hour to get away outside. Then I bring them into the house, ready for food preparation. Vitamin and mineral packed, very tasty, free food.
So we've got all our dandelion heads and I've soaked them in water for half an hour. Drain the water off, then I've put the dandelions on an old tea cloth that I use for drying, and I'm just allowing the dandelions to drain off all the water. I'm also just patting them dry. They don't have to be totally dry, but just patting them dry. And the next step is to make the batter. So it's quite easy. For 2 people, we're going to have 1 egg that's been beaten. And I'm going to whisk in 1 cup of plain flour or gram flour, whichever is your preference. And then I've also added half a cup of water and I've beaten it down all together until I've got a batter consistency. And now I'm going to add the dandelion heads. As you can see, I've pulled off all the stalks because the stalks are a little bit bitter. But I pulled off all the stalks, got the dandelion heads, I'm going to add those, and I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of curry powder because Dave likes it quite spicy. If you want it plain and simple, just a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper instead of the curry powder. So I'm going to mix all that in. So I've given it all a good mix in, and now I'm going to cook it in the pan. I've just popped into the bottom of the frying pan enough oil to cover the bottom, so it's not going to be really thick because these are going to be quite like little flat barges or patties as you call them. They just need enough to fry so they don't stick to the bottom of the pan, and I'm going to just let the fat get nice and hot before I pop in our dandelions. Using a soup ladle, I'm just going to pop in a scoop of the mixture. And allow it to cook for a couple of minutes on each side. I'll pop another one in a second. So I'm going to leave them for 2 minutes and then turn them over, and we'll be back in one momento. So we're serving ours with a little spoonful of mayonnaise and a couple of the dandelion leaves. They actually taste a lot like rocket, or I think it's arugula in some countries, but yeah, nice crispy peppery leaves, but a really lovely battered savoury dandelion fritter. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the content, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe, and we'll be back again soon with another money saving, frugal living video. Wherever you are in this world, we hope you have a truly magnificent day. Bye for now.